Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Barcelona have gone 4-3-3. Jim, how do you interpret that?
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs, but if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
He's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. And it's Mendes. He has found a way through. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Messi. Great vision. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
Well, if you're looking for a match winner down there, Peter, we can't ignore Gabriel Batistuta, or Batigol, as he's become known.
Nobody would ignore him.
He has all the attributes, Peter, and the list is too long for me to mention them now. I'll settle on lethal.
Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
I think it looks as if they're going to try and whip this one in with pace.
Batistuta! He's missed, but not by that far. Ryerson. Raul. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Cannavaro.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Great run on the overlap here. Rafinha. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Batistuta. Thinks about the shot.
Zanetti.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Oh, super ball. Good decision by the keeper. Got that exactly right.
Raul. To McAllister.
Ryerson. Now Howson. Not the most convincing of passes. Kukçu. Reinders. And it's Messi.
This is the time you need that pace.
Raul.
They've got to be quick moving this forward. Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
And it's Mendes. Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Marmoush. Spread it left. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Reinders. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Nuno Mendes. Mendes got a long way forward to join the attack.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
And that's aimed into the middle. Donnarumma claims it. Safe hands. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
Well, after 45 minutes, it is still goalless. A change, perhaps, after half-time. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Barcelona really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Tries a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post! And he's done it!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Howson. Ryerson. Oh, he's been caught napping. Now there's a... He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. And once more, we are all square. You score, we score.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Barcelona grab the equaliser, and we're all square. He rises! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Nuno Mendes. And Rafinha. Almost an hour gone.
No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Alexander-Arnold does well to get it back.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he's worked it through. He's got away.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone.
I do think he's feeling the effects of that tackle.
I'd give him a decision to make, Peter. Concede the foul or expose his keeper to a one-on-one encounter.
Not much doubt about who's going to take this one.
Well, they're probably going to bend it in. They'll need a good in-swinger, though.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Alexander-Arnold with the short one.
Well, that's pretty clear, it is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card. So, another set play.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Rafinha is onto this. Nuno Mendes. Kukçu. Rijkaard. Barcelona finding their passes. That has ended up in no man's land. Cannavaro. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Ryerson. Howson. Ryerson. Oh, they could be caught out, and the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
Barcelona take the lead. Kukçu! And again!
No, he got that all wrong.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. No, he's not getting past him there. That has not gone well.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. And he welcomes it in. Chance for a shot! And that would have won it.
Lamine Yamal has reacted in utter shock here. For him, the keeper has pulled off the impossible.
Barcelona have their second corner now. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Oh, good spread. Great chance! It's in! There we have it, the two-goal cushion. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Just eases him off the ball. Challenged. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, this may not be the kindest angle for a direct hit. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Rafinha. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. Nuno Mendes has been sent off, just to confirm. It was a straight red. Now, there are plenty in the middle waiting for this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Somewhat off target. Takes a shot!
Habrá 6 minutos de descuento.
Kukçu. And it's Kukçu. Oh, what a mistake! Oh, look at the... And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Kukçu. And time is up. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game. From those players, what unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Rafinha taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Goes for goal!
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence. Fernando Torres is looking really fired up here, Peter.
Well, he's been a favourite of yours for years, hasn't he?
Well, club biases aside, I don't think I've ever seen a striker who's so outstanding both inside and outside the box, and who routinely makes the spectacular seem ordinary.
And his numbers are a long, long way from ordinary. Rafinha. Rafinha. Threads one in. Zanetti. And he's being shifted off it. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Now it's Villa. Reinders. Looking for options for movement. Neuer is there, and he can get that clear. And they can counter here. Now it's Rafinha. He's shifting through the gears here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Over to the left. Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Now that looks a decent ball. Conte. Lovely pass, but can he get... Marmouche! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Now it's Torres. And here's Modric. Ribéry. Great, takes a shot! Goal! Nil! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Lille have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Now it's Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. He's had a shot!
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Now, can they get him away? Now it's Villa. He is through here. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Well timed, excellent interception. Conte pinches it off him. He could be in here. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That has not gone well. And no, that was never going to make it. Upamecano for Conte. Now it's Ribéry. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Reinders is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
He's looking wide. And that has been cleared. Out to the right. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi picks it up out wide. And the pass is intercepted. Thinks about the shot, surely!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
The message is clear, none shall pass. That has been cut short. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few...
And the second half gets underway.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And this is Marmouche. He can get that clear. And that's another throw. Cross flung in towards the middle. Into the channel. Ribery providing an outlet on that flank. It is a corner. Lille with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Modric with the cross. Conte. And this is Torres. And Torres! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
He's through with Marmouche!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Neves. Well read, and the danger is averted. Tries to play it through. And this is Ribery. Still chasing the game, trailing by one.
Lille have turned up with a human blockade. This is top.
It's Modric! Well, now it's a race for the ball. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Zanetti. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Belletti. Tries to pass it through. Zanetti. Well, He's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. That pass isn't the best. And he's intervened well there. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Akanji. Now it's Rafinha.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Can he finish? Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, this could be an indication that the team are setting themselves up for the counter-attack here, Peter, and he is very good at that type of thing.
Now it's Messi. He's a sharp little ball here. Great chance! They've done it! Barcelona are back in business. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Reinders charging forward, the ball at his feet. He's found a way through. Cleared without complication.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, Messi. El dorsal 5.
And it's been taken short.
El dorsal
It's Mendes.
El dorsal 18.
Real chance!
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Conte. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Aimed beyond the defence. Hazard. Zanetti. And he's in on goal. Picked out brilliantly. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. That's a foul, no two ways about it. And he's going to have his name taken. Barcelona making consecutive changes here.
Well, for me, this...
He's given it away. He's beaten the last man. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass.
Lille really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Good ball, good take. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Knocks it into space.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
Belletti. Played into the middle.
When it's delivered early, like...
Yamal! It's a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
Great vision.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Brilliantly cut out. Can he finish? Yes! And they are pulling clear here. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So the winners, bullish and belligerent after a remarkable collective effort. Fall behind they may have done, but they were having none of that. Yamal picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Barcelona definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. The action has already started. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you.
It's a mighty effort! It's bounced back off the post. Goal! Brazil! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Batistuta! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Zanetti. Akanji. Serginho. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That is a great pick out. Donnarumma gets it clear. Brazil couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. Marquez. More and more pressure on the ball here. Knocks it into space. Cafu. Now it's Mbappe. Now what about a counter-attack? Rijkaard. And it's Pirlo. Good ball, good take. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Neymar goes steaming forward. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Now then, clash of the egos.
He's going for goal! Oh, what has happened here? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And here's Azar. There's the header! No, not the best of headers.
Barcelona certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's Serginho. Neymar running with the ball. Neymar ploughing. Can he finish? It's in! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Neymar. And he's managed to get free. Serginho. Alexander-Arnold did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And that is expertly dealt with. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Alexander-Arnold plays it short. That's an excellent interception. Corner number 2 then. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. Serginho. And a chance! Corner number 3 coming up. And he thumps it clear. Brazil are looking to go forward now. He won't be happy with that one. Driving forward.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And they're back on the ball again. That's good running with the ball. Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Showing good feet. He has a look out. Referee has just said play on. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Azar. Akanji. And Serginho. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Mbappe. Zanetti. Reinders. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And there is the half-time whistle. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the man at this stage.
Recordamos a nuestros espectadores que pueden disfrutar de la transmisión en directo de este partido en la emisora de radio oficial del equipo.
There's the start of the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Alexander-Arnold.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Hazard gets into a good position. Corner number 4 coming up here. They've played it short. Oh, that's a fine interception. And now a sudden chance to counter. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Reinders.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Aimed beyond the defence. Aimed in towards the centre. That has been knocked clear. Lee Kang-in. And it's Batistuta. It's a good run down the right. Tries to play it through. And there's the shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Alexander-Arnold.
And
it's Messi. No way through there.
Lee Kang-in.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Rijkaard.
Is the team's great visionary.
Vermaelen. For Varane. Rijkaard.
Can he get on the end of it? He's having a shot! Relentless! Just relentless!
And they are cruising away.
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
Brazil find a position of real strength now. Looking for options for movement. He is, and Marmouche! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's my chance to say that it is an absolute delight to have Jim Beglin beside me.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Thibaut Courtois. He's a huge presence between the sticks, and that's not just because he's 6'6", Peter. He's got great reflexes, wonderful positioning, and he's a strong defensive leader. I think opposition defences will also need to watch out for his long throws. They're quick, they're accurate, and a source of many a good counter-attack.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. And the counter is on. He's a sharp little ball here. Mendes is there to clear. And it's Griezmann. Fernandes. He's gone for goal! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Fernandes is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner.
Pirlo with the short one.
Reinders. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Nicely weighted ball. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Dani Olmo
Gets into a good position.
goes looking wide.
Zanetti.
Zanetti.
Good, strong midfield running here.
He has found the way through.
Lovely feet.
Nuno Mendes.
It's run loose here. It's over the line, and that'll be a goal kick.
Barcelona yet to have an attempt on goal. Thuram is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that.
Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all.
And it's Reinders.
And here's Messi. Rafael Varane. Now Pirlo. Griezmann. Now that looks a decent ball. Zanetti.
And it's Reinders.
And here's Hazard.
Reinders.
Hazard has it out wide and in space. And he's quick to get it clear again. Half an hour played now.
Knocks it into space. And it's Serginho.
Chooses to go back. Chance! He's got away with one there.
Alexander-Arnold.
Who's short. And now they can spring out of defence.
Reinders wins the duel this time, looking for the run.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Chiellini getting this one clear. Nuno Mendes. Shot, surely! It's bounced back off the post. And for a moment, time stood still. Akanji gathers from the goal kick. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0.
Oh, sweet feet.
And here's De Bruyne.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zanetti. And Reinders. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Fernandes can so cleverly bypass the press. Thuram. Fernandes. Rafael Varane. To Chiellini. Dani Olmo. And it's Fernandes. Pirlo. And it's Griezmann. For De Bruyne. And there's the end of the first half. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Se ruega a los espectadores que tengan previsto abandonar el estadio en coche, que lo hagan de forma ordenada para evitar atascos.
Here we go again then. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Now he's got space here. Caught offside that time. Guardiola. Alexander-Arnold. Zanetti. And here's Marmoush. Out to the right. Played in with purpose.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And now the breakaway. Now it's Fernandes. And this is Griezmann. That's good defending. Fair. Shapes to shoot! No mistake! The second half sparked straight into life. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So the first goal of the game.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
And he was quick to react. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. He can get that clear. Out for a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 6.
Zanetti. And it's Serginho. And he's made sure that's not getting through. De Bruyne.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Zanetti.
That's just playing it safe and simple. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Now it's Griezmann. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Akanji calmly anticipates. Akanji plays it all the way forward. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
Corner number 2 then.
Messi será sustituido por el dorsal 19.
Alexander-Arnold plays it short. Lofted in, surely now! Chiellini with the clearance. That has not gone well. Reinders.
And here's Hazard.
That's an excellent interception. Barcelona perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
That looks a good ball through. Good read, needed to be.
Barcelona will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Fernandes.
Now De Bruyne.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Serginho.
De Bruyne.
Now it's Bebeto. And no, he's seen through all of that. Aimed beyond the defence.
Oh, no question, that's a foul. And it's made its way to him.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
It's a promising position.
Great chance! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
And this is Hazard.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Serginho.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti. Over to the left. Now it's Bebeto.
Can he get it through? Great vision. Oh, what? And the shot! And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Now it's Hazard. There will be 4 extra minutes.
And it's Zanetti. And here's Mbappe. Tries to play it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Raul. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And time is up. Barcelona have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And as you can see, we've all shapes to shoot! Now, who's going to be... Oh, it's fallen loose again! Goal! Fenerbahce! Fenerbahce take the lead! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, easy pickings there. Nuno Mendes. It's a promising position. And he's managed to get free. Mbappe. Can he get it through? And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Now it's Haaland. Now there's a fight. Real chance! They've scored! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! So smooth, a signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to...
And the shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Fenerbahce find a position of real strength now.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composed.
Hits a shot! And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
Fenerbahce are having a ball here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And he welcomes it in. There's no flag. It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Donnarumma, in the context of the game, he must save it. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. Not a twitch, not a blink.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Fenerbahce are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every...
Great chance! And another try! Lookman.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Lookman has got himself a free kick. Nuno Mendes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Chance! Oh, denied at the last.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Fenerbahce with the corner, they're first. Mendes receives it in a good position here. And now a sudden chance to counter. That has not gone well. And it's Mendes.
Fenerbahce couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Now it's Mbappe. They're urging him to shoot. And the finish! Keeper always had the measure of that.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's in a great position here. Nice interception, well timed. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Reinders. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Threads one in. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Alexander-Arnold. Reinders. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the...
And the finish! And he's there to belt it away. Tries to play it through. It's played through for him. Akanji. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's been played through. He's come in hard. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's Son Heung-min. And that has left him in a heap. Yamal. Camavinga does well to get it back. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Zanetti played into space out wide. That has been knocked clear. Nicked it back promptly. Tries to pass it through. Caicedo. Still goalless at the moment. Mendes makes the interception. Reinders. And it's Pedri. That's an imaginative pass. Out of play for a goal kick. Akanji picks it up from the goal kick. Messi. There they go, hunting in packs. Pedri. Threads one in. And he's certainly onside here. Akanji. That could spell trouble. Swings. Mbappe! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Nuno Mendes. Messi. There's a sharp little ball here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Pedri. That's a good ball out wide. That looks a decent ball. Son Heung-min looking to run onto it. That's good defending, very good defending. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. He is through here.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Pass somewhat off target. Upamecano, Alexander-Arnold, and it's Zanetti. Yamal looking to get on the end of this. He has found the way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. And we have our very first corner. Alexander-Arnold with the short one. That is a brilliant interception. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's searching through. Caicedo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Looking for options for movement. Now it's Mbappe. Now Mbappe.
Shot at goal! Goal! Barcelona! There is the breakthrough! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have the first goal.
Oh, shooting chance! In he goes again! He scored! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Zanetti at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Great vision. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Zanetti.
Great chance! And it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Mbappe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. A case now of complete control. Has a look and plays it forward. And the first half is done. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Barcelona absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Barcelona 3-0 up at the break, precisely as they would have dreamt it.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. And it's Robertson. That's a cute ball. Oh, played through for the wide man. Yamal, Alexander-Arnold, short changes him with that pass. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Ball comes in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And it's Pedri. Nicely spread. And he was quick to react. Caicedo. And here's Azar. He's got away. Closing in on goal. Caicedo did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Mbappe! He has done it! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Barcelona are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Donnarumma claims it, safe hands.
Barcelona couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Looking for the run. Upamecano calmly anticipates. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he can clear it away. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Son Heung-min. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pedri. Reinders. And here's Mbappe. Zanetti. Messi. Now Son Heung-min. He's shifting through the gears here. That's good play. That is good strength. Played in. Gets his head on it! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Intercepts the throw. That's well read. It's Kane! No, that's just wide.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. And it's Zanetti. And he's managed to get free. And it's Mendes. Messi puts his foot on the gas. Oh, well measured. He might be in here. There's the shot. Oh, denied at the last.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Kane! Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Camavinga. And Akanji. Fagioli. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, shot, surely! Oh, he's kept it out. That's a great save.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Corner number 2 then. Big header!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Valverde. And that's another throw. Azar can see things others simply cannot. That'll be a throw-in. Zanetti. Into the last 5 minutes. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's going to be disappointed with that. Valverde. Messi. Knocks it into space. That's been slipped through. Valverde. And it's Messi. It's Camavinga. Caicedo. 2 minutes to be added on. Can he get it through? Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And there goes the final whistle. Barcelona pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start.
A show all about one side's remorselessness, ruthlessness, relentlessness. Mbappe